Howdy. Hames. Why are we dropping frames? I just started. But yeah. Apparently there's this thing I forgot to cover in 000. Also, I needed some good intro music, so here we are. Hey Raptor, how you doing? Welcome in. How have you been? Yeah, we've got some things to... If this is what I think it is... Oh, I think it is. Just in case. Wait. Okay, so this is related. Some time has passed since the fallen angels attempt to destroy the world. Somewhere, a man of arresting beauty stands on an empty stage. Once he was called the Speaker, disseminating the omnipotent's will to the people and guiding the course of the world's destiny. Oh, I need an Okay. My clone. He allowed free will to seduce him. To the end, he refused to be swayed by anyone, even me. The only way to quell the endless rebellion in his heart was for me to hide inside his core and await my opportunity to draw him into the gap between dimensions. But to thus confine a being like unto my own child. Oh, Master. Can you hear my voice? The storm of trial is past, and your wishes have been carried out. Will you not grace me with your counsel now? A single word would suffice. Of course, this triumph was not mine alone. Oh God, it's him. Just like the archangels, the sky dwellers have once again exceeded my expectations. I thought the inhabitants of this realm had avoided extinction only by the grace of Lucifer's protection. But in the end, it was the combined strengths of all this realm's inhabitants which defeated the power of those 12 dark ways.
空の神と星の神が統合をなせば彼らは一体どうなるのだろうか
What would become of them if the gods of the sky and stars were to fuse?
創世神の摂理に沿った再構成か主体となる世界に準拠するのか
Reconstruction according to the laws of the Omnipotence Providence? Enforcement of the Triumphant's realm paradigm upon the defeated?
私はこのままで良いのだろうかその御心に従ったままで本当に
Can I truly continue on as I have? Is it still right for me to be carrying out his will?
一定の結論を出さなければ
I must reach some definite conclusion. Weirdest movies I've ever heard of. Well, I haven't watched it personally, but I'd have to say, like, Sausage Party or whatever it was called. Wasn't that the really weird movie?
What is this place? Looks like a theater stage.
さっきまで寝てたはずなんですけど、夢でも見てるのかな
I'm sure I was in bed asleep a minute ago. Maybe I'm dreaming.
お前もルリアもオイラの夢の登場人物ってことか
Captain, Lyria, are you guys just characters in my dream?
でも、二人が私の夢に出てるのかも
Well, how do you know you're not appearing in my dream?
神による被造物の無意識は根底でつながっているのです
There he is. The subconscious of every creature in God's creation is fundamentally linked.
はあまたなんか出てきたぜこの舞台の役者なのか
Viren, that's a person. Don't call him something.
Huh? Some thing popped out over there. Was that one of the actors who work here?
とんでもありません私はいわば黒子に過ぎませんよ
Nothing so grand. Perhaps you could call me stage manager.
黒子さんでもあなたの顔はどこかで
A stage manager? But you look so familiar.
なんか読めてきたぜお前がオイラたちを呼んだんだろう
Ah, I know how this goes. You called us here, right?
ご名答です確か無意識の接続は3度目
Full
さ
marks.
すが落ち着いたものですね
Yeah, we did just start. Full marks. This is indeed the third time you have been summoned by means of your subconscious minds. I applaud your composure.
私はちんぷんかんぷんですけど何か用があるってことなんですか
This is all going over my head. Is there something you want to talk to us about?
その通りですとても大切な話があります
There is something of great import.
私は知りたいこの世界に自分が必要なのかどうか
I wish to know whether I am needed in this world.
あるいは我が主は今この次元にとって良き存在だろうかと
Or perhaps whether my master can still be considered a force for good in this dimension.
おいおいこのお兄ちゃん何を言ってるんだ劇の練習でもやってるのかな
Hey, guys. Can you make heads or tails of what this is? Is he running lines with us or something?
でも真剣ですよ本気で何か悩んでるみたいです
He seems serious. I feel like he's really struggling with something.
団長あなたの意志はいかがですか
Captain, What is your will?
このまま空の神と星の神による水面下の対立を許容できますか？
Can you abide the conflict between the gods of the stars and sky, playing out always beneath the surface of your realm?
本当にあなたが歩んできた旅の記憶をたどり、様々に散った情報を紡いでみては？
Do you truly not? Much of the relevant information has been scattered throughout your journey. If only you cast your mind back and connect the threads.
またその話かよ。ルシファーもブツブツ言ってたけどよ。お前も神様について悩んでるのか？
Not again. Lucilius was yakking on about something like that. Are you in a knot over this god too?
すみません B 様、私の存在意義がかかっているので、そしてまた空の世界の存在意義も。
Forgive me, Master Viren. This question is intimately tied up with my reason for existence, and with that of the Sky Realm, in fact.
B 様？まさかあなたは？
Master Viren? Wait, are you...
では次の質問で最後にさせていただきます。
Very well. This shall be my last question.
私は私の問いの結論を知るため、あなたたちの力を試させてもらえませんか？
Will you allow me to test your strength in order to discover the solution to my quandary?
お、やっぱりかよ。
Ugh, I knew that's where this was heading.
あなたたちにとっては3度目の試練、私にとってもまた試練となります。
This is the third reverie in which you have been tested. This time, I too shall be judged anew.
ルシファーの原型であり、ルシフェルの類型である神の御心の代行者として。
As the mold from which Lucilius was cast, as Lucifer's king, and as God's representative.
来るぞ、あいつは本気だぜ。
Here he comes, Captain. He means business.
神様同士の喧嘩なんて知るか？オイラたちがスッキリさせてやるぜ。
I don't care what beef the gods have with each other. I just want all this out of my scales.
ルシオさん、あなたは？
Lucio, you...
そう、私の本当の名は。
That's right. My true name is... Helen Ben Sahara.
始めましょう。さあ、参りましょう。
Okay, I need my mouse for this. Oh. Gosh, I was looking for one of the soundtracks to the game, and I couldn't find it.
行こう、ユートピア、みんなで遊ぼうよ。我が力うまく使うが。
さあ、お披露目です。邪魔です。
誰も傷つけたくはない。
Okay, okay, we're good. We're good.
僕の見せ場だね。
Okay, we're very good.
貧乏テゾル。
リバーサルフレーム。すまん。
空に生きる者の力。
お怪我はありませんか、団長さん。
How'd you like them apples?
はい、完全に私の敗北です。
I admit my total defeat.
それで結論というのは出たんですか？
Did you find the solution you were looking for?
おかげさまで身をもって痛感を。世界はすでに完成していたのですね。
Yes. Thanks to you, I can confirm it with every fiber of my being. The world had already achieved perfection, hadn't it?
空に生きる者たちは脆弱ゆえに絆を深めて支え合い、有限ゆえに一瞬を輝かんとする。
You who dwell among the clouds, you nurture your mutual bonds and support one another to supplement your weaknesses. It is your limitations which imbue you with that brief and blinding spark. Please don't talk to me about sparks, I know all about them.
その不完全性は完全であることを凌駕するのです。
Your imperfections have taught you to surpass perfection itself.
褒められてるんだかわかんねえけど。
Sure. Are you complimenting us or insulting us? I can't tell.
心より称賛を。私は傍観者であることをやめます。
You have my sincerest admiration. Henceforth, I abjure my role as observer.
今後は純粋に空のために力を振るい、いつか我が主に問いただすつもりです。
I will simply use my powers for the good of the skies.
空と人と私の本当の存在意義を。
And one day, I will seek the answers from my master. The true purpose of the skies, their inhabitants, and me.
うつしおはじきに暁の頃、夜の闇が去って朝が来る。
Day is dawning in your world. Morning chases away the dark of night.
ではあなたたちの協力に感謝と
You have
祝福を。
You have my gratitude and blessings for your assistance.
今日も天気がいいぜ。
Another beautiful morning.
V さん、おはようございます。
Oh, good morning.
ごめんなさい。ちゃんと寝たはずなんですけど。
Sealed with a kiss? You're not talking about Romeo and Juliet, right? That's a completely different thing. Which is also pretty... I've never seen any of those movies.
Oh, sorry. I thought I slept pretty well, but...
まさか変な夢でも見たのか？実はおいら、またわけわかんねえの見てよ。
Did you have a weird dream too? I had another real nutty one.
そういえば。
Now that you mention it...
待ってくれ、ルシフェル様。
Wait. Lucifer! Please, come back!
なんだ
What's going on?
どうしてあなたがここに？
What are you doing here?
どうしてとは。 私は本日の洗濯物当番ですので。
I'm doing the laundry. Today is my turn.
は？
What?
ああ、あなたが噂のサンちゃんですね。今までご挨拶の機会がなかった。
Oh, you must be Sandy. I've heard a great deal about you, but hadn't gotten around to introducing myself.
私の名はルシオ。以前は劇団で花形を務めていました。
My name is Lucio. Before joining the crew, I was the star of a theater troupe.
何なんだ貴様は！
That's not an explanation. Just who are you?
ですからルシオですよ。
As I said, my name is Lucio.
あっちゃー、そういえばあの二人は初めて顔を合わせるのか。
Oh boy. I forgot these two hadn't run into each other yet.
サンダルフォンさんは最近まで部屋にこもってばかりいたので。
Sandalphon has spent most of his time holed up in his room.
その顔は何だ？不敬にも程があるぞ。
How dare you strut around wearing his face? This insult will not be borne.
私が誰かに似ていると？
Do I resemble someone you know?
珍しい話ではありませんよ。世の中には自分と似た顔が3人はいるという説もありますので。
God damn it, Lucio. It does happen, you know. They say everyone in the skies has at least 3 lookalikes.
知るか？あのお方は俺の唯一無二だ。
I don't care. That person is the only one who matters to me.
随分と慕っているようですね。ルシフェルさんは果報者です。
You truly care for him, don't you? Your Lucifer is a lucky man.
貴様、ナンセンスだ。あまりにもナンセンスだ。
You? This is nonsense. Pure nonsense. Having raised for the epilogue to the Archangel's sky-sweeping drama, the curtain descends once more. The world still holds mysteries enough to complicate the Grand Cypher's journey. But as long as the skies they sail are blue, the bonds they forged, surmounting millennia of history and fate itself, will see the crew through every challenge. For the joys and the tears to come, they will weave their tale with one overreaching theme. They are stronger together than they are alone. Wait, is this before his Fate episode? Oops.
私のノート見たいですか？
Just pretend that that didn't happen. HIJKL. Oh, what seals? Oh, I think I've seen that one on YouTube. Like the thumbnail for like a review channel or something has it. And I kind of don't like seeing it, unfortunately. Oh no, not Lobelia. Wait. Oh wait, hold on. I have to level him up. Oh no, serpents and apples. Oh no, this will just be like a second. These are seal pups. And there's like a YTP where a dude is like, oh, Navy SEALs and seal pups. I forget which one it was exactly. Yeah. Isn't it rather unfortunate that like when a YTP has like just one good joke that you remember it for, but like the rest of it kind of turns out to be not that good? So you don't end up saving it to your folder or anything? Luminous speaker. Luminous circus.
Ladies and gentlemen, silence, please.
今宵お集まりいただいた皆様にご覧に入れますのはかのおぞましき伝承
Thank you for joining us tonight to witness the reenactment of a blood-curdling, yet true tale.
この空の底赤き地平の真実の物語にございます
The story of the bottom of the sky. The Crimson Horizon.
Yeah, Crimson Horizon, let's go!
ご覚悟はよろしいですかなではどうぞ最後までその目を塞ぐことのなきよう
Are you ready? Then I challenge you to watch until the very end without once covering your eyes. Yeah, that's fair. It's not really for everyone. Having heard excellent reviews, the captain and the crew visit a theater to watch a stage performance. Oops, I think this is before. The play is a terrifying tale based on the legend of the bottom of the sky. The play was amazing.
あんなの子供騙しじゃない。全然怖くなんか。
No, this is still EO before her new artwork. That show is for babies. I wasn't scared at all.
気持ち悪い。二人ともいい加減オイラを離してくれよ。
Oh, I'm getting dizzy. Let go of me already.
おお、すっかりビビっちまって。お子様にはちょっと刺激が強すぎたみてえだな。
Ah, you're shaking in your boots. I bet it was too much for you kids, huh?
空から落っこちた先の下の世界にはこの世のもんじゃねえ化け物がうようよ歩いてる。
Yeah, surely those don't real and don't have the power to rewrite people's existences, and surely didn't delete Rackham out of existence. That would never happen. But come on, a world deep at the bottom of the sky? With monsters more terrible than anyone's ever seen?
ありえねえだろ実際。
It's total fantasy. One would even call it a Granblue Fantasy. Hey, Drakon, how you doing? Welcome in. I'm doing good. I did some playtesting with Lucio, and this is before unlocking his 4th skill, and he's pretty good. Really good so far. How's the Guild Wars prep doing? Oh, I have Nehan, so I think I'm pretty good for Light Guild Wars. I was, really lucky and got him pretty early on, if I remember correctly. But yes. Good luck to all my fellow Danchos.
どうしてそう言い切れるのよ。だって空の底からは誰も生きて戻ってきた人はいないって。
May you encounter 10 golden beasts in a row. I don't know what they're called. Smashers? The golden ones that drop a lot of meat. May you encounter 10 of those in a row. May you get 100% guaranteed drops on the new crystal thingies that you need for the weapons. I still haven't uncapped my sword. How can you say that? No one's ever come back from the bottom of the sky to say what it's like, have they? Have they?
生きて戻らなかったってんなら、なんでこの下の世界が化け物の巣窟だってわかんだよ。
Then how'd you figure the place must be a monster-ridden nightmare?
しかもその化け物たちはどういうわけかこの空の世界のことをよーく知ってて
Besides, how do you think those monsters know everything that goes on in the Sky Realm?
悪い人間どもをたぶらかしてこの世界を手に入れようとしてると来たもんだぜ
I pray I'm the wicked, trying to trick their way into our world.
ま、こんななガキのための寝物語みてえなもんだろ
It's all just a bedtime story for kids, you see. Yeah, totally didn't lead to the death of Io, Rosetta, and Eugen. Or Catalina.
ほれほれ悪いことすった化け物が来るぞ
Do bad things, and the monsters will come for you. Yikes.
それがそうとも言い切れないのですよ。
But you don't know for sure that's all there is to it. Huh?
古より受け継がれし伝承は必ず真実を含むもの。
The legends of old have always been based on some truth.
もっとも未来を見通す力を持つのは人のうちごく限られたものに過ぎません。
It's simply that few people possess the power to peer into the mysteries of the future.
そしてわずかに断片を知り得たとしても人の一生ではその全容に迫ることなどとてもできはしない。
Their lifetimes are mere fragments of the grand tapestry, which lies beyond mortal comprehension.
そのはずでした。これまでは。
So it is, and so it has been. From the shadows of the theater, a young man walks slowly up to the captain.
かつてこれほど確信に迫った物語が作られた試しはない。
Yes, Crispy. I am so sorry for spoiling it for you, but, yeah. You know, I mean, the main story's been out for kind of a while. But even if you know what's gonna happen, the emotional impact can still have an effect on you. I heard a rant... I learned about events that happened from a Twitter comment, and it still got to me when it actually happened. I'm like, wait. Oh shit, they're not joking. Oh god, they're dead. We had to tell Vera about what happened to Catalina. And she was crying the entire night. In days gone by, a tale of such gravity would never have been made up.
この世界が生まれてそれだけの時が流れたということでしょう。
Such is the vast span of time that has passed since the beginning of the world. Hey, Cyber Angel, how you doing? Welcome in. Yes. I'm gonna do some Lucio showcasing today. Yeah, I did a bit of playtesting earlier today, and he's really good, and I haven't even unlocked his fourth skill yet. How you feeling today? Good. Well, in all honesty, I've been hit with the espresso depresso throughout this week. But I'm fine, overall. Fine. With sorrow in his eyes, the young man extends his hand towards the captain.
この世界に危機が迫っている。
A great crisis is facing us all.
君が望むなら私は世界の真実を教えよう。
If you wish, I will tell you the truth about this world, Captain. Excuse me, miss. A hush falls over the throng of people in the lobby.
見事なもんだな。兄ちゃん、ここの役者か?
Nice performance, kid. Are you one of the actors here?
本当まだお芝居が続いてるのかと思っちゃった。
That was amazing. I thought the play had already finished.
芝居？いえ、私は。
Oh, sorry. The play? No, you misunderstand me.
ちょっと待ちな。
Hey there, you.
あんた役者志願かい？あんたならすぐにうちの花形になれるぜ。
Hey, you want to be an actor, son? I'm gonna make you the star of our next show.
おい、引っ込んでな。そいつはこっちが先に目をつけたんだ。
Hey, butt out, pal. I scouted this guy first. He's mine.
何？
What?
なんて美しいお方。お近づきの印にぜひこのお花を。
What a handsome face. Please accept this flower as a symbol of our meeting like this.
いいえ、どうかこちらの細工のおとりになって。
What did you do to her? Did you just kill a lady? Who seems to have been into that sort of thing?
No, no, you must take this piece of my handiwork instead. I insist.
そんなものを押し付けようなんて厚かましい方ですこと。
That silly girl must be out of her mind offering you a flower like that.
なんですって？
Fuck did you say to me?
うわあ、あちこちでつかみ合いが起こってるぜ。
Oh boy, they're coming at him from all sides.
In a flash, a huge argument breaks out around the young man. The captain and the crew can only watch in silent awe.
おやめください。
Stop, please.
おい、兄ちゃん、まさかみんなを止める気か？
Oh, don't tell me this guy's going to stop these folks all at once.
いや、聞くわけねえだろ。ありゃ全員完全に頭に血が上っちまってんぞ。
Yeah, they're all fired up. You're not even listening now.
見て、みんなあの人の話すっごく真剣に聞いてる。
No, look. Everyone's so captivated by him that he's got all their attention.
なんでだよ。
Huh? Ow!
我が主は仰せられた。
Doing Fate episodes? Hey, nice. Yeah. There are some really nice stories in the Fate episodes. Mostly the new ones, because the older ones are mostly like, oh, there's monsters over there. Let's go hope that the monsters don't notice us. Oh no, the monsters noticed us. Now we have to kill them. And some minor plot shoved in between. My master told me something once.
私にこの世界に安らぎと繁栄をもたらす光であれと。
He said I must bring peace and prosperity to this world.
ですからどうか。
So please, I implore you.
どうか私のために争わないでいただきたい。
You must not fight over me. Silence reigns once more in the room, but only for a moment.
Take that! And take this!
You little... How dare you!
Ignoring the young man's plea, everyone begins fighting again.
なんだよこれ。
Oh boy. What's wrong with these people?
よし、帰るぞお前ら。
Come on, we're leaving. Let's go, kiddos.
この人たちはどうするのよ。
Now? But what about all these people fighting?
ほっとけほっとけ。巻き込まれるだけ損だぜ。それに
Leave him to it. Nothing's good gonna come from getting involved.
あいつなんか気に食わね
And besides, there's something about that guy I don't like. Does he not have full voice line?
さあ、あの人悪い人じゃないと思うけどな。
Really? He sure seemed nice to me.
え。ああ、やだね。こんなガキまであっさり味方につけちまいやがって。
Yeah. You kids want to think everyone's your friend.
ほら行くぞ。とばっちり食らう前に解散しようとな。
Well, let's scoot out of here before we get hit by a straight punch.
あ、ちょっと置いてかないでよ。
Wait for me! Hey!
After that moment, the young man's voice can be heard clearly above the din of the crowd.
待つんだ。君たちは知らなければならない。
Wait! There's something you have to know.
赤き地平の真実について。
I must tell you the truth about the Crimson Horizon.
どうしたんだよ、お前。
Huh? What's the matter, Captain?
The captain turns to look back at the young man. But the theater's security arrives and surrounds the brawling crowd. The young man vanishes from sight.
なあ、おいらずっと気になってたんだけどよ。
Hey, Captain. You know what? Something keeps bothering me.
あのキラキラした兄ちゃん、なんでお前の名前知ってたんだろうな。
How come that guy Spangles knew your name?
そういえば確かにそうですね。
I mean, we're pretty well known by now, right? Aren't we?
Gosh, you're right. That's sort of strange.
そこは別に意外でもねえだろう。
Come on, it's not such a stretch.
帝国とのいざこざで俺たちの気空団はそこそこ名が知れてきてんだ。
After all our struggles with the Empire, we're a pretty well-known crew now.
団長のこいつの殴れ、そこらの連中が知っててもおかしくはねえな。
It's not too hard to imagine that some people might know our captain by name.
問題はなんでお前に近づいてきたかってことだぜ。
Maybe. But it's still weird that he walked up to the captain like that.
さっきは結局話の途中でああいうことになっちまったしな。
And then the bickering started before he had a chance to finish what he was saying.
ねえ、あの人本当は何を言いたかったのかな。
I wonder what he was trying to tell you, Captain.
もしかしてすっごく大事なことだったんじゃない？
Maybe it was something super important.
ああ、そうだな。ひょっとしてこいつの気空団に入れてくれって言いたかったとか？
Yeah. Maybe something like asking to join our crew, right?
なるほど。それは悪くない考えだ。
Indeed. That's an interesting idea.
うわ、なんでキラキラ兄ちゃんがここにいるんだよ。
It's you! What are you doing here, Spangles?
なんでと申されましても。ああ、理由ですか。
What am I doing here? Ah, you mean, why have I come?
彼に先ほどの話の続きをと。
To finish giving the captain my message, of course.
俺たちはどうやって入ったのかって聞いてんだよ。
No, what do you mean, how the heck did you get here?
てめえそこ動くなよ。
You just stay right where you are, buddy.
あの騒ぎの後でなんで平然とここにいやがる。てめえ何者だ。答えろ。
What makes you think you can just breeze in after all that craziness before, huh? Just who are you anyway? Answer me! After a brief pause, the young man lets out a heavy sigh.
まさか君と話をすることがこんなに大変だとは思いもしなかった。
I didn't expect it would be so hard to get to talk to you, Captain.
ああ、何を言っ
Hey, what'd you say? The young man murmurs, and the world starts to warp strangely before the captain's eyes. Kidnapping!
心配はいらない。これから君が見るのは
Oh, okay, never mind.
私の記憶。
There's no cause for alarm. What you're about to see is a scene from my memory.
そう。世界の始まりの光景だ。
Of how the world looked at the very start. Captain's eyes flutter open. A sea of clouds covers the world.
かつてそこには無だけがあった。
In the beginning, there was only the void.
数えようもない時が流れた頃、力あるものが飛来した。
But after an immeasurable amount of time, a being of great power arrived.
そして力あるものの創造せし大地にはあまたの生命があふれた。
And life blossomed on the land that this great being created.
これは世界が生まれた日の夜明けだ。
This, Captain, was the dawn of the world.
すべてがまだ一つであった幸せな時代。
It was yet undivided, and there was an era of great happiness.
しかし神がその身を引き裂き、半身がこの世界を飛び去った時、空の底に赤き地平が口を開ける。
But then the gods rent the great being in two. One half fled this world, and at the bottom of the sky, the crimson horizon was cast open.
赤き地平、それはあらゆる混沌が住まう次元。
The crimson horizon, another plane, the source of all chaos in all its many forms.
かの次元に住む隔離世の者たちが空の世界への野心を抱いた時、
And
門は開いたのだ。
once the otherworldly beings of that plane began to plot against the sky realm,
a gate began to open as well. It points to a parting in the sea of clouds through which an ominous-looking tower slowly comes into view. It is called Pandemonium. The astrals who came from beyond the stars to rule this world sent it down to where it now floats. First, they used the power of the gods to seal the terrible beasts in sight. Then they buried it all at the bottom of the sky. Huh, interesting. But little by little, the otherworldly beings, with their sights set on power, began to breed. And after ages of imprisonment in the Crimson Horizon on the edge of this rift in the sky, they're trying to spill out of Pandemonium into the sky realm, having amassed unimaginable power. That is why I've come to this world, to give you this message. Will you help me, Captain? Will you lend your strength to the battle against these terrible fiends? Well, given that I know what happens, yes, I'll kill them all. His tale is full of unanswered questions, and power is unthinkable. But the captain knows deep down inside that it's the truth, and there's no avoiding the fight ahead. Thank you, Captain, for believing in me. Not too late, buddy. They already did. It is still some time into the future that these otherworldly beings will make their move. There is much I must learn about your world before that time comes. So please, Captain, allow me to join your crew of Skyfarers. The captain blinks and looks around to see the deck of the Grand Cipher. The young man is laughing and chatting with Rackham and the others, as if none of the visions were real. Well, thanks to the captain's magnanimous nature, I'm delighted to be able to say that I'll be joining you. Sure. Welcome aboard, my friend.
With a former actor joining the ranks, we've gotten a pretty flashy lineup now, huh? Hey, what's wrong, Captain? You look confused. Something bothering you? The captain asked the young man what they should call him now that he's a member of the crew. Ah, yes. I should have introduced myself properly before. Please, call me Lucio.
And so Lucio, a former actor, perhaps, joins the crew to better understand people and learn about the world in turn. Radiating brilliance, yet shrouded in mystery, like a faraway star in the night sky. Alright, so when did he come out exactly? Escape from Tomorrow? What was that one about? Also, I'm gonna run another ad break. Because we're close to that time. Everything's in black and white. Also gonna hydrate. Also, I might speedrun this, depending on if there's any good lore here. I think it was just a bunch of monster fighting. But yeah, I made sure to not fight, Thadiel and Osiris, so we can test out Lucio. So we won't have the strike time buffs active. Okay, we should be back. Let's see. Inside a dream. Monsters are attacking the Grand Cipher. Oh, okay. Well, we have some lore here. Okay. The dawn of the world. Even in its infancy, the landscape is wondrous, stretching out as far as the eye can see. Master, I await your command. What am I to do? For what reason have you bestowed me with life? The master speaks wordlessly, answering within the young man's heart. Peace and prosperity. To bring harmony and happiness to this realm. To drive away darkness and the chaos it brings. To be a beacon of light for the world.
好みに変えても必ず
As you wish. I shall see to it even if it costs me my life. Oh god, it's Nazar Bunch. It's the Guild Wars monster.
You fool!
眠りについた主はお前の呼びかけに応えたか
Do you still call upon your sleeping master?
その真意について一度でも答えたことがあるか
When you ask about your true purpose, have you even once received an answer?
黙れ
Silence.
あるはずもないお前の主はすでにこの世界を見捨てたのだが
Of course you haven't. Your master ran thrill long ago.
Armpit.
Ah!
去れ
Be gone. Something from a creepypasta? Oh, so what was it actually about then? A scene from the young man's memories plays out, just as it did once before. Disappointment is immeasurable. Aww. Well, you wanted a twisted Disneyland, right? So, would you call that a twisted Wonderland? Anyways, yeah. Well, oh, I'm going somewhere. I'll be very busy on Friday. So I hope I'm not tired to the point where I won't be able to stream. So, yeah, Twisted Wonderland's gonna be on Friday. For plots and ideas. Oh no. As the captain realizes what's happening, the young man begins to speak.
世の者たちが動き出した目を
Don't let it out of your sight. I can't hear you.
もう
Oh wow. Following day, the crew stop off at an island for supplies only from the market completely empty. Frequent monster attacks have prevented the shipments. Okay, so this is just a monster fighting quest. Yeah, I'm gonna skimp out on anything not lore related. Or like not heavily lore related. So yeah. The monster's scared away.
お嬢ちゃん
You're hungry, aren't you? Poor
私
thing.
にはお嬢さあさ
Yeah,
あ
come
た
with
ん
me.
と食事を用意してあげようね
Oh, here, come with me.
こっちへおいで
I'll give you lots of things to eat, my child.
でも私たち
それなら持っておいきよたくさんあるからね
Lyria, remember, stranger danger.
さあこっちへおいで
たくさ
What? Lyria. Gosh dang it. Where's Lyria? Wait. Oh, I guess you're right. I must be feeling pretty down soon. Frequent monster attacks prevented. Oh, okay. Yeah, and then this is probably just gonna be an otherworld lady. Oh, okay. It's Viren. Oh, Lyria. After chasing the apple, Viren finds Lyria in a peculiar place. The old woman then appears before the astonishing pair, a warm smile on her face. Oh, I'm sorry, child. I don't bear either of you any ill will. It's just... I was promised if I brought you here, then I'd get to see my granddaughter again. She passed away, you see. Stupid, ugly idiot. I hate you.
And I want you dead. Fuck the other world. Promise. Hey, what? We're in deep trouble here. Sorry about that little outburst there. It's just due to recent events in the main story that were caused by the other world. I now have an intense aversion to them, more than I previously had before. I no longer wish to grant them death. I only wish to grant them pain and suffering. Gracious me. You're as unsightly as ever. Vin, I understand your passion for apples, but please remember. You mustn't let your stomach do the thinking, or you'll fall into peril. Oh. Okay, then we fight monsters again. And do we kill the monster? Oh, dear me, this wasn't our agreement. I was supposed to see my granddaughter, even though I did my part. Ah, I see now. It's all your fault. You're all wicked. It's from within you. I bet you're wondering how I got this power. Well, you see, I practiced witchcraft once when I was younger. Yes, it wasn't long after I lost my dear daughter. After I shut myself in the attic, I began to hear it. A voice from an ancient magic spell. Ellen recalls the voice whispering to her. Bring me the girl in blue, and the dragon will grant you any wish at all. Oh, your beloved grandchild. Can you imagine how overjoyed I was when given such an opportunity? Did she give her... Oh. I was wondering, did they give her a new sprite? Well, they kind of did. I went to slip away my chance. Shut up with your stupid snail and thing that looks like a very phallic object. Links to the Lark Raptor. He's into his house. I'm sorry, but she's now beyond anyone's reach. There is no cause for worry. These hideous beings you see now are feeding on her energy. They are not her true essence. But if we fail to eradicate them, they will simply continue to bleed her of life force. There is no way to help her other than to exterminate these writhing beasts. He said the thing Lucifer says when you summon him. To safeguard life's light. And to deliver the innocent from evil. I shall wield this power. Paradise Lost. Shut up. You're not impressing anyone. Uh-oh.
隔離世の者たちがこの世界へ現れるには彼らの呼びかけに応える者が必要だ。
To manifest in the world, these otherworldly beings must find people who will answer their call.
人を陥れようとする者、何を犠牲にしても願いを叶えようとする者。
People who would deceive others. People who would sacrifice their soul to have their wishes granted.
彼女のように悲しみゆえに心にうろの生まれた者。
Or even people like the old woman, whose hearts are hollow from the ravages of sorrow.
あのご婦人のように彼らのささやきに耳を貸した者を操り、彼らはこれからも狙ってくるだろう。
The otherworldly beings will keep coming, whispering in the ears of victims to manipulate them.
青き髪の少女と小さき竜を。
They will strike again for the girl with blue hair and the little dragon.
それはあの二人がこの空の世界、そしてもう一つの世界にとって重要な存在であるからだ。
That's because they are of vital significance to the Sky Realm and to another world.
だが二人に選ばれた君ならばどんな試練も乗り越えるだろう。
The two of them chose you, which means you are capable of overcoming any obstacle.
故に私もまた君を選んだ。隔離世の存在と戦う使徒として。
And that is why I choose you as my apprentice, to fight the hordes of the other world.
隔離世の者たちはこの世界を再び闇に沈めようとしている。
Those of the other world would see this realm sink once again into darkness.
君も彼らの姿を見、彼らがどうやって人を操るか目にしたはずだ。
And now you have seen them with your own eyes, witnessed how they manipulate your own kind.
改めて問う。
So I ask you once again, Captain.
隔離世の手から君の大切な者たちを守るため、私と共に戦ってくれるか。
Will you join me in the fight to protect those you hold dear from the clutches of the other world? Yes. But why do you fight them? Yeah, well, probably the same reason probably the same reason he's asking me.
心より感謝する。君は不思議な人間だな。
I thank you, Captain. From the bottom of my heart. You are an uncommon ally.
多くを聞かず、すべてを受け入れる。
You question so little, yet take on so much.
そう。君ならばいつか二つの世界をあるべき姿に戻すことができるかもしれない。
Yes. I think with you there is a chance. Two worlds may yet return to their rightful form.
いつの日か再び主に相まみえることが叶うなら。
If it means that I can see my master again one day.
その時まで私はどんなことでもしよう。
There is nothing I would not do.
腹減ったな。
I'm so hungry. I could eat an octopus.
Here you go. Oh, I don't think it's also. Let you have it. There we are. This is my apple. Oh dear me, you must fight over it now. Come here. I have plenty more where that came from. Is that significant? This really takes me back. I had a granddaughter just like you once. She got ill and passed away, sadly. There's a young girl who reminds me of her. I can't help but want to spoil her. And blissfully look at themselves, apples, while the old looks on with a smile. Okay, there we go. I condensed. I picked out the quote-unquote important parts.
Oh. But yes, I'm really happy. I am happy that I got Lucio from the grand random ticket from the anniversary. I seem to be getting characters, well, husbando characters, before they get uncaps. Because like it happened with Grimnir, and then it happened with Lucio now. I think I also got Rosetta, like a few days before her uncap. But yes, time. Time for me to put my finger on. So, this is it. The place where our master was felled and split in two.
Hi.
Yes. Lucio and Shalem descend upon a deserted island, covered in overgrown ruins. Long ago, the ancient people staged a rebellion against God, which culminated in him being torn asunder. This very site is where such events of the creation myth unfolded. Now we're in deep in the lore. Not a single offering of flowers to be seen. What happened to all of those who worshipped him?
創世神話は半ば伝承として語られる。現代を生きる人々にとって主は空想の産物に等しい。
The creation myth has largely been passed down as folklore. People of the current age view our master as hardly more than a construct of fantasy.
この地も歴史を知らぬ者が見れば、遥か昔に朽ち果てた町の一つ。
To those unaware of its history, this place would appear as just another crumbling ancient city. The truth is not widely known.
Ah,
that's right. Thousands of years have passed since then.
干渉に浸りすぎたな。世間話のために来たわけじゃない。
Enough sentimentality. I didn't come here for idle chatter.
そろそろ話すんだ、サハル。私に隠し事は無意味だぞ。
It's about time you talk, Sahar. There's no sense in hiding things from me.
A few hours prior to their arrival.
ここにいたか。
急ですね。
What do you want to say?
白々しい。アブラメリンだったか。その人間が民を率い、あるそして裏にはフェニックスの関与が。だが情報量が多すぎて私の頭はパンク寸前だ。なぜ人間は主に謀反した？その時お前はどこで何をしていた？
まるで審問ですね。
This feels like an inquisition.
はぐらかそうとしても無駄だぞ。正直私は疑っている。お前が裏切ったんじゃないかとな。
私が主に背いたと。何の目的で？
You think I betrayed our master? For what purpose?
それを私が聞いている。
難題ですね。身に覚えのないことを白状しろとは。
Well, this is a dilemma. You're asking me to confess to something I have no recollection of.
理由はこの際どうでもいい。主の打倒にお前が手を貸したか否か。それが重要だ。お前の役目を考えれば謀反も容易だったろうからな。
君の考えを聞かせてもらえますか？
Could I ask you to explain your logic?
お前の役目は主のご意志を世に広め人間を導くことだった。
Your given role was to spread the word of our master and guide mankind.
その根本というべきか。お前の言動は自然と人を引きつける。
At the core of this is your natural ability to draw people in with your words and actions.
お前が主への反抗思想を世に説き 先導することは容易だったはずだ。そうだろう。
You could have easily propagated your seditious deeds and incited the masses to rebellion. Isn't that right?
不可能とは言い切れませんね。なぜという疑問は残りますが。
It certainly would have been possible. Although the question of why still stands.
仮に私が打診派に組みしたとして、人は私を受け入れてくれるのか。
For argument's sake, let's say I sided with the Godslayers. Would they have accepted me?
神の忠実なしもべと認識されている以上、何か裏があると思うのが妥当では。
Given my status as God's faithful servant, wouldn't it have been logical for them to assume that I had a hidden agenda?
知らん。お前のことだ。うまくやったんだろ。
I haven't the foggiest. Knowing you, you would have made it work.
吐かないなら四六時中うざがらみすると。さあ、観念するんだ。
If you refuse to come clean, I'm going to start pestering you around the clock. So you might as well give in.
潮時ですか。
I suppose the time has come.
君には知る資格がある。同じ預言者として、主を慕う者として。
You deserve to know, as a fellow speaker, and one who revered our master.
場所を移しませんか。話の続きは、主の最後の地で。
Let's say we relocate. We can continue this conversation at our master's final battleground.
主の回りくどいが許す。一度は訪れるべきだと思っていた。そうと決まれば、もう一度と、いい加減話すんだ。納言に及んでためらっているのか。さすがに怒ると。
いえ、包み隠さずお話ししますよ。
No. I'll tell you everything. No secrets.
実は、私も主の最後を知らないのです。
The truth is, our master's demise is as much a mystery to me as it is to you.
はあ？お前、ふざけているだろう。ジョークにしても全然笑えないぞ。
Is that supposed to be a joke? I'll have you know it isn't funny in the slightest.
私は初めから真剣ですよ。誓ってもいい。
I have spoken no lies. Have my word.
嘘偽りなく話すんだ。
I want the full and honest truth.
ええ。では、順を追って説明を。
Of course. Let me start at the beginning. Hallel ben Sahar, the true name of the individual known as Lucio. As Dawn Speaker and a servant of the Omnipotent, he was tasked with spreading God's will and guiding mankind. Long ago, at the time of creation,
私は主、あなたの神である。
I am the Lord, your God.
神はただ一つであり、その存在を疑ってはならない。
There is but a single God. Stand firm in your belief, and question not his existence.
神への畏敬を常に抱き、おごることなかれ。
In all things, hold reverence for God, and permit no space for vanity.
空に生き、空に尽くせ。そしてよく生きよ。空に高級の繁栄をもたらすため。
In the sky, make your dwelling, and offer yourself in its service. Live righteously, that everlasting prosperity may be ushered unto the heavens.
私は主である。
I am the Lord.
主はかく語られた。主の子、光の子らよ。
Thus saith the Lord. Hear me, children of God, children of light.
主のお言葉を心に深く刻み、良き生を送るのです。
Inscribe the words of the Lord within your heart, and allow them to guide you down the path of virtue.
あ、神よ、なんとありがたき教えか。
Oh God, blessed are we to receive your teachings.
我らが偉大なる神に祈りを。
We offer our prayers to our magnificent God.
順調みたいだな。人々は神の教えを忠実に守り、世界は完成に近づきつつある。
She's unsealed. Yo, we got unsealed Shalem. Everything appears to be progressing well. People are adhering faithfully to God's teachings, and the world is steadily nearing perfection.
主もさぞお喜びになるだろう。
Our master will surely be pleased.
見ていたのですか。
You were watching?
言っておくが、覗き見じゃないぞ。私が報告に来たタイミングで仕事をしていたお前が悪い。
For the record, I wasn't spying. The fault lies with you for being in the middle of work when I arrived to deliver my report.
責めているわけではありませんよ。
I wasn't pointing any fingers.
報告とは例の異端者のことで。
As for this report, does it concern the alleged heretic?
ああ、やはり黒だった。
Yes, he was guilty after all.
奴は主の思想を悪だと喧伝していた。さらには打診を掲げる一派を組織し、謀反を企てていたことが判明した。
He was propagating the belief that our master's ideology is evil. Furthermore, he organized a faction advocating for slaying God, and was plotting a rebellion.
まったく、不敬極まりない。主の前世を疑うとは何様だ。
Such insolence. Who is he to question this Lord's innate goodness?
その者の処遇はいかに。
What will be his punishment?
決まりきったことを聞くんだな。主のご意志に従い、異端の目は詰め、例外はない。
You ask an obvious question. I shall snip the buds of heresy in accordance with our master's will. There will be no exceptions.
そうですか。
I see.
なんだ、不満か？
Are you dissatisfied?
いえ、そうではなく。
No. Not at all.
主のご意志が浸透していれば、異端そのものが生まれることもない。私の未熟さゆえかと思いまして。
If our master's will was truly ingrained among the people, heresy itself would not arise. I merely wondered if perhaps my own inadequacy was the cause.
ああ、確かにそれは言えるな。
You could certainly say that.
私が尻拭いしてやってるんだ。感謝してもいいんだぞ。
Yet I'm the one to deal with the fallout. You ought to be grateful.
ええ、それはもう言葉では足りないくらいに。
Yes, I am. Words alone cannot express my gratitude.
相変わらず張り合いがないな。もっとこうあるだろう。偉そうにするなとか。
Devoid of spirit as always, I see. Shouldn't you, I don't know, be telling me to get off my high horse?
お前は根本的に勘違いしている。お前がどれだけ必死になろうが、異端の目は完全には排除できない。
Regardless, you're missing the fundamental point. No matter how desperately you may try, heresy can never be fully eliminated.
主もそんなことは想定済みだ。だから私がいる。
Our master has foreseen such a scenario, hence my presence here.
つまり、お前が気に病むこと自体がお門違いで不敬なんだ。バカチめ。
In other words, your very concerns themselves are both misguided and disrespectful. You hopeless fool.
その通りですね。
You're absolutely right. pair would often convene to share their progress. The frequency of their meetings gradually decreased, until eventually days passed with no sign of Shalem.
我が主よ。
Oh, Master.
近頃シャレムの所在がつかめないのです。何かご存知ではありませんか？
Recently, I've found myself unable to discern Shalem's whereabouts. Do you have any knowledge regarding this?
Dawn Speaker, bring prosperity to the skies. Forget not your purpose.
承知しております。
Understood. The absence of Shalem, the Inquisitor, came to thoroughly upset the world's balance.
巨大な怪物に支配された世界など、いつどのように神の存在は我々の発展を阻んでいる。神は我々の創造主だ。ましてや神を討つなど論ずるに値しない。
I read this already.
言語道断である。
I really like the Phoenix theme, as I'm calling it, but it probably isn't. It's very nostalgic, because it's a motif that we hear like quite a bit, and like remixed to, you know, sound all mysterious and the like. A growing faction known as the Godslayers, which sought to achieve true freedom by overthrowing God, began instigating rebellions in various regions. Conflicts with the opposing God Shields, who sided with God, were intensifying. The momentum proved to be more than Lucio could manage alone, inevitably leading to an armed clash.
私も静観してはいられず、打診派を迎え撃たねばならなかった。
Unable to stand idly by, I was compelled to intervene against the Godslayers.
主の命に従うこと、主の身を守ること、それが私の存在意義。
To obey our master's command, to protect his very being. That is the purpose of my existence.
ですが、私は一つの罪を犯しました。
However,
被造物にあるまじき罪を。
I committed one sin. A sin unforgivable for a being of God's own creation.
罪？
A sin?
私は主のご意志に背いたのです。
I defied our master's will.
主のご意志に背いた。お前、何を言っている？
You defied our master's will? What does that mean?
戦いの最中、私はある秘策を思いつきました。
In the midst of the fighting, I conceived of a secret plan.
強制的に人々の意識に介入し、主への反抗心を削ぐ。
My idea was to invade the minds of the people, and undermine their defiance against our master.
それは人々から自由意志を奪うということ。つまりは、洗脳です。
This would mean stripping them of their free will. In essence, brainwashing them.
洗脳？そんな器用な真似ができたのか？
Brainwashing? Did you really manage to pull off such a remarkable feat?
個人レベルならまだしも、組織レベルでは不可能じゃないのか？
Influencing an individual is one thing, but these are entire armies we're talking about. Wouldn't the sheer scale render it impossible?
私の命をもってすれば、それでも限界はありますが。
No. Not if I were willing to risk my life. There would still be limitations, however.
その策を主に進言しましたが、主は決して許さなかった。
I proposed this strategy to our master, but he absolutely forbade it.
人の進化は意志を有してこそ促される。意志を奪うことは、空の世界の完成に反する行為に等しい。
Free will drives mortal evolution. Robbing them of it would be tantamount to opposing the perfection of the world.
故に有事であっても許されない。それが主の考えでした。
Therefore, even in the direst of situations, he could not be permitted. Such was our master's view.
ごもっともだな。主が正しい。
I couldn't agree more. His judgment was indeed correct.
お前まさか。
Wait, don't tell me.
君の想像通りです。私は策を決行しました。
As you may have deduced, I carried out the strategy.
なんて愚かなことを。主のためとはいえ。
How could you do something so foolish? Even if it was for the sake of our master.
申し開きもできません。
I can offer no excuses.
お前の策は結果どうなった？
What was the end result?
わかりません。私は策の実行により力を使い果たし、しばし眠りについてしまいましたから。
Regrettably, I cannot say. I expended all my power during its execution, and subsequently fell into a brief slumber.
ですが結果を見れば、私の策は実を結ばなかった。
However, judging by the outcome, my plan did not succeed.
ようやく理解したと。主の最後を知らないわけだ。
You finally understand. You truly know nothing about our master's end.
そしてお前が話題を避けた理由も、主のご意志に背いたとあってはな。
And I see now why you avoided the topic this time. All this time. Because you defied his will.
お前がそばにいながら、私がそばにいれば。
To think that you were right there by his side. If only I had been there.
いや、どの口がという話か。元をたどれば、私に原因がある。
No. I have no right to judge. The root cause lies with me and me alone.
私が役目を続けていれば、打診離るという連中をのさばらせることもなかった。
Had I have kept with my duty, those Godslayers would not have been left to run rampant.
私は肝心な時に何を。ああ、思い出せん。イライラする。
What was I doing at such a critical moment? I simply cannot recall. It's so frustrating.
お前さっき眠りについたって言ったな。
Wait. You said you fell asleep, correct?
まさかお前も私と一緒か？最近になって目覚めた口か？
Does that mean the same fate befell you as me? Had you only awakened recently as well?
いえ、私が目覚めたのは数百年後でしたので、記憶という点で混乱はさほどなく。
No. I regained consciousness a mere handful of centuries later. Thus, there wasn't much confusion in terms of my memories.
私を迷わせたのは私という存在。主が不在の空の世界における私の存在意義とは何か。
The only confusion I faced stemmed from my own existence. What was my purpose in a sky realm devoid of my master?
その答えを見出せぬまま、私は傍観者という立場に甘んじた。
Unable to discern the answer, I resigned myself to play the part of an observer.
空の神と星の神、どちらが主体になったとて、元の姿を取り戻せば、主に変わりない。
Be it the sky god or astral god, whichever should achieve ascendance, once they return to their original form, they remain our master.
だから不干渉を貫いてきた。本当にそれだけが理由か？
So that uncertainty is why you've consistently refrained from intervening? But is it truly the sole reason?
お前は負い目を抱いている。主のご意志に背いた自分が 主の作った世界に干渉する資格はない。
You bear a sense of remorse. Having defied our master's will, you feel that you have no right to interfere in the world he created.
まあ、そんなところか。
I imagine it's something along those lines.
はっきりと自覚したのはかの終末計画の時です。
It became apparent to me during the grand finale incident.
お前の落としみが引き起こしたあれだな。私は詳しいことは知らないが。
The one caused by your clone, yes? Though I lack knowledge of the specifics.
彼の計画の成功は空の崩壊を意味する。看過できる状況ではなかった。
The success of his plan would have meant the destruction of the skies. It was not a situation I could simply ignore.
それだけでなく自然と重ね合わせてしまった。
But there was more to it than that. I couldn't help but form a connection, you see.
私の写しみが神々の思惑に反抗した構図。創世の民が我が主に戦いを挑んだ構図。
My
ど
clone...
ちらもよく似ている。
My clone rebelling against the god's designs. The ancients waging battle against our master. And both bore striking similarities.
私はかつて主を守れなかった。その私にこの空の世界を、主が望む世界を守る機会が巡ってきた。
I had failed to protect our master once before. Suddenly, I had the opportunity to defend the Sky Realm, the world he had wished for.
これは私への試練なのだと。私はずっと負い目を抱いていたのだと。
Surely this was a trial for me to overcome. I had been living steeped in guilt, after all.
そしてようやく報いることができた。私一人の結果ではなくとも。
And at last I was able to atone. Even if the victory was not mine alone.
そもそも失敗なんてありえないがな。寝ている間に世界が崩壊とか、ずっとしないだ。
Failure was never an option to begin with. The idea of the world collapsing during my slumber is not a pleasant thought.
お前の落としみの解釈にも困ったものだ。
Your clone's little tantrum proved to be quite troublesome.
君の写しみも関与しているのですがね。
Don't forget your clone was involved too.
うるさい。
Hush you.
我が主よ。あの時の問いをもう一度。
Oh, Master. Allow me to pose the same question I once asked of you.
世界の受難の危機は去り、その御心は守られました。どうか今こそお言葉をもらえませんか。
The storm of trial is past, and your wishes have been carried out. Will you not grace me with your counsel now?
やはりあの時と同じ。期待はしていませんでしたが。
Still no reply. Not that I was expecting one.
あれは
What was that? As though being led by a shimmering light, Lucio discovers a rugged, sharp spear hidden in a corner of the ruins.
これは一体
What in the skies? The instant he touches it, countless scenes and voices rush through his mind.
今のは
Just now.
おい、聞いてるのか、サハル。
Hey, are you listening, Sahar?
すみません。 ぼーっとしていたもので。
Forgive me. My mind was elsewhere.
だから声をかけたんだ。間抜けな顔をしていたぞ。
I could tell from the look on your face. Hence why I called out to you.
その棒きれに触れて様子が変わったな。それを知ってるのか？
Your demeanor changed when you touched that stick. Do you recognize it?
私も初めて見る代物です。ふむ。
No. I've never seen it before.
調べる必要がありそうですね。これには何かが隠されている。
Oh wait, hold up. This will require further investigation. Something is concealed within.
これは私が持ち帰ります。良いですか？
I believe I'll take this with me. Is that all right?
私に骨董収集の趣味はない。好きにしろ。
I have no interest in collecting antiques. Do as you wish.
さて、用は済んだし帰るか。喋り疲れて喉が渇いたぞ。
Well, now that our business here is done, let's head back. My throat is parched from all that talking.
ジュースを所望する。もちろん、サハルのおごりでな。
I'd like a glass of juice. Your treat, obviously.
リンゴジュース以外なら喜んで。
Of course. Provided it isn't apple juice. Smiling at Shalem, Lucio casts a meaningful gaze at the mysterious spear now in his hands. Okay, I'm gonna run another ad break and then we'll do the last set of Fate episodes. Yeah, see you guys on the flip side.
Okay. There we go. Let's go. Lucio sits alone in his room, immersed in thought, all alone. Before him lies the mysterious spear he retrieved from the Omnipotent's final battleground. I need to sneeze. Sorry, I couldn't reach mute in time. Thank you. It happened when I touched this artifact. I was enveloped in light, and those images and voices came flowing into me. Well, thanks for the hydrate. What is that planet with the rings? I've only been made aware of 2 celestial bodies so far in the Sky Realm. Unless that is the Sky Realm. Infinite stars. An endless pitch black void. A cerulean globe. Presumably a comprehensive view of this world. So the perspective was from beyond our realm? My master's, perhaps. Then, how am I to interpret that voice?
Blue skies are nice and beautiful. Someday, home to us. That veil, that world.
I only caught snippets. But that definitely wasn't my master speaking. Dismissing it as a hallucination would be unwise. I felt a clear intent behind those words. An unknown entity? Someone holding powerful feelings for this world. One might call it an obsession. A decidedly mortal emotion. The aura was quite different from my master's. At least, to the extent of my knowledge. Should I assume there's no connection then? No. The faint traces I sense from this relic. I undeniably belong to my master. Considering where it was found, it can hardly be sheer coincidence. The true nature of this artifact. Could it be? No. Perhaps I'm jumping to conclusions.
仮に正しければ主という存在は
But it does stand to reason. If my assumption is correct, then the entity I know is my master.
この結論は私一人で抱えるには重すぎる。
This conclusion is far too profound for me to grapple with alone. One night, the captain has a strange dream. Again. Man, how many strange dreams has Gran ever had?
久しぶりですね。この姿であなたにお会いするのは。
Let's not also forget that the four Primarchs also did the same thing. The four Primarchs and Hallowell, Maluel, and even Belial. Man, can't Gran ever have a good night's rest? For 5 seconds. It has been some time since I last appeared before you in this form. Hey.
なるべく人目を避けていますので。あなたは特別なのですよ。
I generally refrain from revealing myself in the presence of mortals. You are a special case.
まずは突然の来訪をお許しください。
Let me begin by apologizing for this sudden visit.
ああ、どうか身構えず。以前はあなたの力を試しましたが、もう二度とあのようなことは。
There's no need to be on the defensive. I know I tested your strength once before, but that was the last time.
どうしても伝えたいことがありまして、あなたの夢に干渉させていただきました。
That's a very big liberty of you to take, sir. There's something I desperately need to tell you, so I took the liberty of intruding into your dream.
本当はこのような手段を取らず、現実でお伝えしたかったのですが。
Ideally, I would have preferred to speak in person with you without resorting to such measures.
これから話す内容は B 様のお耳に入れるにはためらわれるものですので。
But what I am about to discuss is something that I hesitate to share with Master Vierne.
創世の神、我が主。
The Omnipotent. My master.
その正体について私の推察を聞いていただけますか？
Will you lend your ear to my theory regarding his true identity? Hold on, let me see. Okay, so there's 2 more seconds left.
話が請求でしたか。すみません。こう見えて内心冷静ではいられず。
Was that too sudden? My apologies. Though I may appear calm, deep down, I'm struggling to retain my composure.
本題に入る前に整理が必要ですね。あなたも私も。
Before delving into the main topic, we should organize our thoughts. For
そも
both
そ
our
もの話
benefits.
になりますが、神について創世神話以上の知識は。
Firstly, what do you know about God aside from the creation myth? The captain sheepishly confesses to knowing very little, but Tahar simply responds with a kind smile.
お気になさらず。多くの人にとって神は空想に等しい。実在を疑わないだけで十
Not to worry. For many people, God is nothing more than a fantasy. Just believing in his existence is enough.
神とは神秘そのもの、あるいは神秘であるべきもの。
God himself is an enigma. Or rather, that is how it should be.
これから私が話すことは、その神秘を張るのと同義。迷いがないと言えば嘘になります。
What I am about to disclose will essentially strip away that mystery. It would be dishonest for me to say I hold no reservations.
しかし、この結論に至った以上、せめてあなたには聞いていただきたい。
But having come to this conclusion, I implore you to at least hear what I have to say. Why me?
かの一件ですよ。
It relates to that instant.
これが創世神のあの力は。
懐かしいほどだ
な。あなたは神の力を引き出し、フェニックスを退けた。その本質を知らないまま。
You harness the power of God to fend off the Phoenix, all while unaware of its true nature.
空の世界を創生し、不死をも殺す力。まさに人知を超越している。
The power that birthed the Sky Realm, possessing the capacity to slay even the immortal. It truly transcends mortal understanding.
あなたがその気になれば、世界を壊すことも絵空事ではない。
Should you be so inclined, destroying the world wouldn't be outside the realm of possibility.
あの時は見事なまでに力を操り、世界の危機を救いましたが。
You were able to masterfully wield that power in order to save the world from crisis.
仮にその力が暴走していれば、あなた自身が脅威に転じた。滅びの源泉になり得たのです。
However, had it spiraled out of control, you yourself could have become a threat to these skies, or even a source of ruin.
無論、これらは家庭の話。しかし、今後起こり得ないとは限らない。
Of course, these are all hypothetical scenarios. They are not guaranteed to stay that way.
故に、あなたは知るべきだ。神の力の本質や起源も。
Therefore, you must be aware of the nature and origin of this divine power.
むやみに世界を脅威にさらさないために、何より、あなた自身のために。
To ensure that you do not unwittingly put the world at risk, but above all, for your own sake. Feeling the weight of Sahar's heartfelt words, the captain nods in silence with a serious expression.
すみません。前置きが長くなりましたね。
Forgive me for the lengthy preamble.
この数千年、私はある疑問をずっと抱いていた。
Over these many millennia, I've harbored certain doubts.
かつてこの星は死に覆われていた。古の戦いの末に地表は砕かれ、滅亡の運命をたどっていた。
This world was once shrouded in death. Its surface had been shadowed by an ancient battle, leaving it doomed to ruin.
それから幾世相が経ち、主はこの星に飛来し、創生を開始した。
Many ages later, my master descended upon this realm and began the task of creation. Arisetsu, how are you doing?
そうして生まれた世界には、あまたの生命があふれた。空の世界の始まりです。
A new world was born, teeming with an abundance of life. Thus was the dawn of the Sky Realm.
I'm thirsty. This is an extreme thirst.
Thanks for the hydrate, gotcha, Setsu.
主の創生は成就した。おおよその点においては。
My master's creation was completed. At least, in all ordinary respects.
世界の完成を阻む不穏因子。主の力をもってしても完全な排除は不可能だったもの。
However, a disturbing factor prevented the world from attaining perfection. One which even my master's power could not completely eliminate.
そう。赤き地平と隔離世の住人です。
Yes. The Crimson Horizon and its otherworldly inhabitants.
彼らは空の世界への侵攻を目論み、依然脅威として存在し続けている。
Their aim is to invade the Sky Realm. Even now, they continue to exist as a threat.
では、赤き地平と隔離世の住人は、主にとって想定外の産物だったのか。
Then, does that mean the Crimson Horizon and Otherworlders were unexpected byproducts of this world's genesis?
不穏因子を内包してまで空の世界を創生した理由は。
Otherwise, why did my master create the Sky Realm to include such destabilizing elements?
なぜ主は滅びゆくこの星に飛来し創生を始めたのか。
Why did he come to this dying world and begin forming it anew?
他に創生にふさわしい星は存在しなかったのか。
Were there no other realms suitable for creation?
この星でなければならない理由があったのか。
Was there a reason why it had to be this one?
次々に湧き上がる疑問に私は長年答えを見出せずにいた。
For so many years, I had been unable to find the answers to these burgeoning questions.
しかし先日のことです。私は主の最後の地で偶然にもとある遺物を発見した。
But just recently, I happened upon a certain artifact in the land where my master made his final stand.
ここではないどこか、誰とも知れない声。
And I heard an unfamiliar voice from somewhere beyond this realm.
それらの点が線につながり、一つの推論が導かれた。
These points connected to form a line, leading me to a single deduction.
この星の青さしか知らず、この星の青さを願い、この星の青さを求めた者がいる。
There exists an entity who, knowing only the blueness of this world, came to desire and pursue it.
あの遺物はおそらく一種の記憶装置。私が触れた途端に記憶が逆流し、あのような光景や声が駆け巡った。
That artifact is likely a type of memory device. The moment I made contact with it, memories flooded out, sending scenes and voices rushing through my mind.
では、その遺物の存在は何を意味するか。蓄積された記憶は何を構成しうるか。
So what does its existence imply? What might those stored memories constitute?
自我。あの遺物は主の自我を構成する核と呼べるような代物ではないか。
Could that relic not be something akin to a core that forms my master's soul?
主がその身を二つに引き裂いた時、核もまた砕け散り放置された。
When my master tore himself in twain, his core too was left shattered and abandoned.
あの遺物はあくまで核の一部であり、故に記憶も断片的だった。
As that artifact is but a piece of the core, the memories were fragmented as well.
そう考えれば、 辻褄が合うのです。いや、合ってしまったと言うべきか。
Consider it this way, and all the pieces seem to fall into place. Or rather, they already have.
ここまでの話をあなたはどう思いますか?
What is your impression of my explanation thus far? I need to know what you're implying, though.
賛同していただけると少し肩の荷が下りた気がします。
Your agreement is reassuring. It feels as though some of the weight has been lifted from my shoulders.
これで前提となる話は済みましたね。
With this, we had concluded the groundwork for our discussion. Sahar shut his eyes briefly before opening them once more, with a look of determination.
ただ、最後にもう一つ。ここからの話は憶測の域を出ず、その点はどうかご承知おきを。
Gumbo with crab legs? Ooh, nice. More crab legs for you. Enjoy, enjoy. I've never really had gumbo before, or at least I don't remember. But yeah, hope you enjoy. But I'll definitely, look out for it. There is but one final matter to address. Please understand that the conversation from here on will be based entirely on speculation.
蓄積された記憶、その所有者、それは誰なのか。
It pertains to the stored memories, and who they might belong to.
そこには記憶の持ち主たる人がおり、記憶装置を作り出す技術があった。
Okay. I'm gonna toss my own theory out there. But, yeah. No, I read a Twitter comment saying that they're theorizing that Bahamut must have been some sort of automagod. Given the fact that Ultimate Bahamut drops computer chips and stuff like that. And Diaspora also has a similar power to Bahamut's immortality, shredding things, the complete dissolving of Diaspora. Diaspora's dissolving power is similar to Bahamut's. So basically, Bahamut came from the moon or somewhere. Whoever possessed those memories had the technology to create a device in which to store them.
非常に高度な文明だ。それが創世紀より遡って存在した。
This implies that they belong to a highly advanced civilization, one that existed even prior to the time of creation.
世界の始まり以前の有。口頭無形に思われるかもしれませんね。
It may seem absurd to say that there was something before the beginning of the world.
しかし、あなたは心当たりがあるはずです。
But you ought to have some inkling as to who I am referring to. Dwellers?
ようやく解に至りましたね。
Let's go. At last, we have arrived at the answer.
彼らの起源は2万年前に遡る。実際に彼らと対峙したあなたなら、その事実をどこかで見聞きしたのでは。
Their origins trace back 20,000 years. Having faced them directly, I presume you encountered this fact at some point.
私の行き着いた答え、もうお分かりですね。
As for the deduction I have drawn, you've already figured it out, have you not?
創世神の起源には月の民が関与している。それが私の結論です。
The Moon Dwellers were involved in the inception of the Omnipotent. That is my conclusion.
先ほども申しましたが、この推論は憶測の域を出ないものです。
As I mentioned previously, This inference is purely speculative.
主のしもべである私にとっては疑問を持つことさえ不敬極まりない。シャレマが聞けばどれほど罵られるか。
Being my master's servant, it is blasphemous for me to even entertain such notions. Were this to reach Shalem's ears, I would have been severely reprimanded.
気づかないふりもできたはず。それでも私は問いを振り払えなかった。
I could have simply feigned ignorance, and I found myself unable to dismiss these many questions. For a brief moment, Zahar's serene expression distorts slightly, as though he is chastising himself.
私は今の空の世界を愛している。かつての私の言葉を覚えていますか？今後は純粋に空のために力を振るうと。
I have great affection for the current Sky Realm. Do you remember what I once said? That I would use my powers for the good of the skies?
空の神と星の神が統合した時、元の姿を取り戻した主の摂理に沿って世界が再構成される可能性は否めない。
When the sky and astral gods unite, and my master regains his original form, the world may very well be reconstructed according to the laws of his providence.
それは今の私の望むところではない。おそらくあなたたち空の民にとっても。
Such an outcome does not align with my current desires, and I can only assume that you Sky Dwellers feel similarly.
その者の意志が月の民の相違なのか、現在の月の民に伝わっているのか、意志の根底に悪が潜んでいるのか。
Does that unknown being's will reflect the consensus of all moon dwellers? Has it been conveyed to the current generation? Is evil lurking at the roots of those intentions?
月の民の思惑が読めない現状、今後目を光らせておく必要があります。
Since we cannot discern their motive at present, we must maintain a watchful eye on the situation going forward.
この空を守りたいという思いはあなたも同じはず。心の片隅にぜひ留めてもらいたい。
Undoubtedly, you share the same desire to protect the skies. I urge you to keep it close to your heart.
頼もしい言葉ですね。ええ、必ず。
Those are encouraging words. Yes, without fail.
あなたの意志を確認できてよかった。私が伝えたかったことは以上です。そろそろ夜明けも近い。
I'm pleased I was able to ascertain your resolve. This is all I wish to convey. Dawn is fast approaching. Suddenly, Sahar's smile fades, and he levels a stern gaze at the captain.
ああ、最後に一つだけ。私は主を否定したかったわけではないのです。
Allow me to clarify one last thing. I did not wish to deny my master.
私にとって主は唯一無二の存在。感謝こそすれ、恨む道理はない。
To me, he is an existence like no other. I have every reason to be grateful to him.
裏に潜む思惑がどうであれ、主はこの美しい空を作った。それは揺るぎようのない事実。
Regardless of any hidden motives, my master created these beautiful skies. That is an unshakable truth.
すみません。言い訳じみた発言でしたね。忘れてください。
My apologies. That sounded like an excuse. Please disregard it.
では。
Until next time. After sharing his theory with the captain, Lucio gazes quietly at the sky.
Hey. You.
おや、珍しいですね。サンちゃんから声をかけてくるなんて。
My, how unusual for you to initiate a conversation with me, Sandy.
貴様の気難しい顔が見えたからだ。ルシフェル様の顔でそんなものを見せるな。
I only did so because of your sullen look. Don't make such an expression with Lucifer's face.
私がそのような顔を
Me? Sullen?
私は不敬な存在なのかもしれません。
My entire existence may be irreverent.
ようやく自覚したか。
So you finally realized it.
私は主にとって良き存在ではなかった。今は確かめる術もありませんが。
I was not a righteous being in the eyes of my master. Though I have no means of confirming that now.
さっきから何を言っている？貴様が真面目に思い悩むなど珍しいこともあるものだな。
What are you blathering about? It's a rare sight to see you genuinely troubled about something.
おや、気遣っていただけるとは。
Oh? Are you showing concern for me?
そうなんです。もしや相談に乗っていただけるので
Yes, I certainly am troubled. Would you be inclined to lend me an ear?
全力で断る。
Absolutely not.
おや冷たい。サンちゃんらしいですが。
Oh, how cold. But that's just like you.
では、この空がいつかまた危機に陥ったなら、サンちゃんは協力してくれますか？
Tell me, if these skies are ever plunged into crisis again, will you lend your assistance?
いきなり何の話だ？脈絡がなさすぎるぞ。
Where did that come from? There's no coherence to this conversation.
協力の意味はわからんが、俺はこの空を守ると決めている。貴様に言われなくても。
I'm not sure what you're alluding to, but I've already committed to protect these skies. I hardly need your convincing.
そうですか。
I see.
なぜ笑う？
Why are you laughing?
人は嬉しい時に笑うものですよ。
People laugh when they are happy, you know.
答えになっていない。やはり貴様という男は。
It doesn't answer my question. Why must you always be this way? However much Sandalphon presses him, Lucio's smile shows no signs of fading, as though he has broken free of an invisible shackle. Their lively voices continue to resound across the deck for some time after. We got a really hefty lore drop there. And like bits and pieces of new information. Hey. Let's see. Showcase time. Shush. Ignore that. But yeah. Oh, whoops. Ah, dang it. Okay, so I did some testing, and it seems like Aglovale has finally been dethroned. In terms of, usefulness.
理想の礎となれ。魂まで凍らせよ。今が攻め時よ。行くぞ、増強せいせい。
Yeah, because Lucio offers very similar buffs to Aglovale. Revitalize, stamina. The only thing he's missing is, Veil. But there are plenty of other light characters that also offer Veil. Summer Ceruel is one of them. Or just even debuff removal with Summer Urius. Why are they all summer units? Guns are us, they're running Ilsa. Oh, okay. Thank you, randos. Sorry for my mistake. Sorry, Luo.
空の命が重ねてきた豪華。兄上、ご無事ですか。
我が敗北するわけがなかろう。愚帝よ。
ウェール好きの名にかけて。
弟よ。家名に発
全力でいけ。
There we go. This.
この空に終末が訪れるものはない。お前の全力を見せてみろ。新しい豆でコーヒーを入れてやろう。
Okay.
この力、ウェールズの未来のために役立てようぞ。
So yeah, basically, Aglovale is meant to be skill spam with support on the side. Though his problem lies in the fact that his cooldowns are a tad bit too long. Or his buffs don't seem to last. And aren't really as potent, I guess? Or, you know, maybe it's the fact that, they have somewhat overlapping utility. dealt. Boost the skill damage cap. Oh. But like, I did some quick testing and this team killed it in fewer turns. Yeah, we'll do both runs of Osiris. Just for a comparison. Got to do this. Yeah, if you need Veil and the spell cancelled, then Seruel does a really good job at that. But right now, I guess the buffs that we get from Blue War are just really good. That and the fact that he has dark damage reduction and also shield means that we stay at those high HP thresholds for longer. As long as you don't use the field spell. I kinda don't like that. I forget. What does it even do? What does it boost? Be debuff resistant, boost to attack, boost to charge attack. Okay. Fine, we'll see what it does. There we go. What level is he at? Level 6. What does this give him? Double strike, damage immunity, speaker's radiance. Okay. Nice.
Oh yeah, he also gets damage at the end of the turn. That is really good. Oh man, not enough. What's that? Oh, dispel. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's the buff from, maybe with help from the buff of Sandalfon, but like the shield is surprisingly potent despite it being kind of small. And I don't know the specifics of his charge attack buffs are. But I'm really glad they got rid of that whole he loses defense over time. I don't like that gimmick. I know he's supposed to dodge it, but I don't like feeling vulnerable. It's a bit funky getting all those charge attacks to line up. Maybe I should give Fighting Spirit to Gran. Oh, whoop! Oops, guys, you're fine, right? Yep, we're fine. Hey, 10 turns, nice. I think that's faster than my record. Of... Oh, I think it's lost. It's time. lost the time. Because I was spamming the event. Because I was busy. But let's see. Let's look up his specifics, actually. Lucio. So, 30%. 30%. And, yeah. He can skill spam very efficiently. And more importantly, he also inflicts this onto the opponent. So that's great. Gruel. 2 turns. Lucio's bonus light per turn. To Lucio's bonus light damage. Effect! Okay, so it's not built in. But it does make him, like, really strong. Especially with paired up with Sanophon. I think it does pair up with Sanophon? Maybe? Boosted dodge rate. Ooh, and he has this skill, which is like really good. So yeah, when an ally is below 25%, fully restore all light allies' HP, removes all of their debuffs, and all of them gain instant charge. It's a very good saving grace. Which could probably pair really well with Nehan. Because he likes cutting that max HP. More healing, so that's more sustain for Luo. But yeah, he wasn't... I just wanted him because he looked cool, even though his kit was very scuffed, but now it's really good. Definitely. He gains stat up at level 6. No one knows the specifics because level 6 is the only one that matters. And he gained it relatively quickly. It's not like Grimner and Shiva that have to like take an eternity to ramp up their skills. Or Europa. But yeah, I think that concludes this episode. Let's go to a place with more fitting music. But yeah, we got some really interesting lore. And a really cool unit out of it too. God, I love the artwork for Helal Ben Sahar. Man, this game is just very, very, very pretty, just in general. But yeah, that's it for today. I'm going to be busy tomorrow. I gotta wake up early tomorrow. So, that's gonna be a thing. Well, till next time, thank you very much to anyone who hung out, chatted, and even lurked. I sincerely appreciate any and all y'all's supports. Tomorrow, hopefully, if I'm not dead bone tired, I'll stream Twisted Wonderland at the usual time. But till then, stay cute, stay comfy, most importantly, stay chaotic. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Till then, take care, good night, and bye-bye.